Oh, guys, I'm never doing this again. Alright guys, another R32 is here at the R shop. Let's see what goodies he's got in the trunk. Alright, so he handed me a list of things to do. Nice handwriting if I do say so myself. Matt? What is this Wookiees in the Woods prep like 6 months before Wookiees? Is it 6 months before Wookiees, Matt?
Yeah.
But he knows if I don't do it now, I'll probably just never do it.
I'm gonna beat everyone else.
Oh boy. Hey, we got a trunk full of goodies. See a sway bar in there, front and rear control arms. Ooh. OEM or aftermarket?
OEM.
Oh. We got them on that car. We got them on the daily. Did you see them?
Yeah.
They look good. Yep, Vallejo OEM. That's what we got on the daily. Yeah, so you know what's crazy? Currently, we have a blue Mark IV R32 here next to garbage, but it's not garbage. And then we have a red Mark IV. So red Mark IV, blue Mark IV. And then we have my daily blue Mark IV R30, Mark V R32. And red Mark V R32. So red Mark IV, red Mark V, blue Mark IV, blue Mark V. That's nice. 2 and 2. Now somebody just needs to buy me a Mark 8.
Oh, yeah?
All right, well, let's get to it.
One eternity later.
You ever like have to do something that you don't want to do, but you have to do it anyway? The more and more I look at this car, the more and more I don't want to touch it. Riley? What do you think?
I think we should return it.
Well, the car underneath is so rusty, I told the customer, unless he buys all the control arms, I'm not putting the coilovers in. And I didn't think he was going to do that, and then he showed up with every single control arm and coilovers. So, we're going to, I think we're going to start maybe putting penetrating oil on things and trying to get it. Oh boy. This car might be life or death, like life or death situation. I might not come out after this one. Oh, well, he forgot one control arm. I'll have to tell him about that. Well, we're gonna start soaking everything in penetrating oil and see if I can get anything off. Well, Riley, I'm exhausted, but this is how the night went. Yeah, guys, definitely a New England car, but we got a lot done. Obviously, you can see the new coilovers are on. New coilovers. We got the new control arms on. We got the new ball joints in. New wheel bearing. It just was very rusty and backbreaking. But that's it for tonight. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on the rear, tackling all these control arms in the rear next time. And as you can see here, we're dealing with, again, a lot of rust. Lots of rust. We soaked everything. The subframe is going to stay, but hopefully all these bolts came in. Gotta text Matty, tell him if he wants track arms. He forgot those. The toe arms. We're gonna be doing track arms, camber arms up top. Actually, we're gonna be doing new control arms as well. Basically, a full suspension refresh. But this car definitely needs it, you know. But we had enough for tonight from doing the front. So, like I said, the front's in, and we're gonna call it a night on this one. But should be done soon.
The next day.
All right, guys. So here's the update. We have the air hammer out, and we haven't got any of the arms in yet because we've been here for 3 hours and pretty much have gotten nowhere. But we had to cut the lower control arm out because the bolt was seized in the bushing. The toe arm, we had to cut those bolts out. The spring and the shock came out, no problem, obviously, with the control arm out. The sway bar, had to cut that out. But we're replacing all that, it doesn't matter. Now, this is the problem. The camber arm, the bolts, got it out of here, out of the knuckle, but in the subframe, the bolt is frozen. Basically, it's turning inside the rubber, and I can't really get a saw back here. So pretty much our next step is, unfortunately, we're gonna have to probably take the subframe out of the car, take the exhaust down. It sucks because like when the job is completely done, this thing is going to be really, really nice. But unfortunately, the amount of time and effort that goes into a rusted car like this, you might think that rust makes things weaker, which it does, but it also makes mechanics' life a lot harder when things don't want to come out. So basically, this camber arm right here, the bolt is completely frozen, so we're gonna have to cut it out. Probably gonna drop the subframe. I mean, it would be nice, a brand new subframe for this is like 900 bucks. It'd be nice to just do a new one at the same time, but what a nightmare this is turning into. You know, at least our front is done, you know, the new control arms, the ball joints. We also did the wheel bearing, you know, the struts. I mean, all we need is to buy is some sway bar end links for the front, but the rear is really holding us up. And let's see, Riley's gonna be here in 5 minutes, see what he thinks, and pretty much he's probably gonna agree with me where we're gonna have to just drop the subframe. And unfortunately, it sucks. But that's what you get when the old owner, the previous owner, Matty, you know, he loves to take care of his cars meticulously, which is really good. But the old owner, you know, the New England weather, it's really nice. Every time you get an alignment on these every year, take the bolts out, put some anti-seize on them. Wouldn't have had this problem. Right now, we're just dealing with an absolute nightmare. But we're gonna do one side at a time unless we drop this subframe, then we're just gonna bang both out. Let's see what Riley says when he gets here. All right, so we got the control arm in. Basically all new hardware, OEM from the dealership, factory, baby. Anti-seize in, new control arm is in. We got this new control arm in as well. And now we're going to start working on this side. Time to get all this out. But this side's cooking. I need a new toe arm for tomorrow. New sway bars going in tonight. And yeah, we're cooking with gas now. But hopefully we stay on fire pretty soon because this side's about to come apart. Is this one gonna have to get cut out too?
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's frozen. And guys, look at this. It's not even aftermarket. There's some kind of nipple Zerk fitting on it.
It's definitely aftermarket.
It's definitely aftermarket. Well, got the sway bar out. What a mess, Riley. What'd you get me into?
I didn't get you into none.
All right, let's cut it. Only way to get them out when they're seized. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know? But got that one out. Put all new bolts in. We got all OEM hardware. From the dealer, baby. We're not playing around. All OEM hardware. From Brian. Full list of parts. Check out that Stu Leonard's Milkville, huh? Christmas cookie. Thanks, Brett. Well, how long it took to get to this camber arm that got replaced. But now, my friends, the amount of corrosion in there, that bolt is not coming out. So we're gonna have to cut it out. And then the driver's side rear camera arm will be done. Just like this side. Instead of a half an hour, a few hours. And my floor is looking like this. The car's gonna ride so nice when it's done, but man, what a headache. Yep, so this is what 45 minutes consists of on pretty much every control arm on this car. But we got the Diablo bait, so we're going pretty much as fast as we could go. Oh boy. See you guys soon.
One eternity later.
I'm over it. Riley's over it. I'm over it. Oh, guys, I'm never doing this again. I need torches. I'm gonna melt it out. I'm gonna melt this damn thing out. Guys, well, tomorrow's a new day. I'm completely over this car. I'm gonna have to have a soda and go relax because this car drained the ever-living life out of me tonight. What do you say, like a good another 5 hours on this car tonight, and that's just for the rear control arm. It's ridiculous. This is why you always take your bolts out, put anti-seize on them, get in alignment frequently. We're calling it a night. We got the other side done, and this side will get done tomorrow. Till next time, I'm out.
The next day.
All the old suspension components are finally off and they are in the car. Full work day today on this car, but we are done. And what's pretty cool is all the parts that he bought are blue. So obviously the 08 R32 has blue stock calipers, but he ended up going with the Solo Works coilover kit, which you have blue shocks, you have blue springs with an adjustable piece in there. So if I want to go higher or lower with the car's fully adjustable coilovers on this car, we got new control arms here. We have the new sway bar from Super Pro. We got Super Pro end links. We got new trailering arms. We got new toe arms. We have it up here. We even have, let's see, we did the camber arms back there. I mean, pretty much every single arm that you can do. The only thing he didn't do was the sway bar bushings are new, but it would be cool to do these in billet with the Zerk fitting from ECS, and then you could pre-grease them anytime you want. You don't have to take it apart to do it. But Eddie, that's in the future. These have to be drilled out from the factory, so these were drilled out. I put these clips in here. All new bolts, all new hardware, everything marked. We're gonna have to go get an alignment on this car since everything is new, but basically every single arm on this rear subframe is new. Also fixed the exhaust for him. Basically, whoever did the exhaust left this whole bracket completely off his car with no bolts. So basically, the 10 by 125 thread pitch that these sway bar bushing bolts are, I took the old ones and basically put them in here because it is the same thread pitch. But basically now his exhaust is being held up instead of drooping down. Also in the front, like I mentioned before in the video, me and Riley did front control arms, new ball joints, new axle bolts, obviously, new wheel bearings. We got the new struts up there. We did new sway bar end links. Now all we have to do is front and rear diff service. Let's see what he got. I think he got me some liquid moly stuff. Yes, sir. So we're doing front and rear diff fluid from Liquid Moly. We're doing an OEM Hunst oil filter. He got me some Liquid Moly oil. Yes, he did. And yeah. Oh, look at that. He even got me the tool for the diff. I have it, but we'll use mine. But yeah, pretty pumped up to do this. Also, what I'm going to fix for him is, this is pretty common when people do aftermarket exhaust systems. Basically, if I take this back right now and look at this bracket, I'll show you guys. It is hitting the subframe and rubbing on the subframe. What you need to do is pull this back, cut a 1/2 inch off this from over here, and then it's still enough to be held in by the rubber, and basically all the vibrations that he's hearing going through the car, going through the subframe, is gonna be completely gone. So this car got rebuilt. It took me a little while to do, a few weeks, because I don't work in my garage every single day for him. But we gotta put the wheels back on. We're gonna set the ride height, and we're gonna go for a test drive. Check it out. That's it. Finishing it up with a fresh oil change. We just did a new serpentine belt for him. So the old one was squeaking. We got the new one up in there. This is all done. The end links are finally put in. The wheels are on. Oil change is being done. That's it. We're gonna put it on the ground and go for a test drive. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Look at that liquid gold right there.
All right, guys. So as you saw, Nick just finished up that R32 at his house. Nick, how'd everything go?
Everything went well. It was a lot of work for me and Riley.
A lot of rust, bro.
A lot of rust.
That was a New England car, bro.
That was definitely a New England car. Maddie actually bought it like that. And he actually made the outside look beautiful. And then the underneath, he gave it to me, and we did our thing, and now the underneath is all new too. Like I said, the only other thing he could have did was from Germany. It was 20 days away, but there's only 3 left in the world. I could have got him an OEM rear subframe for another $950, but the car's mint now. We went for a test drive. Tobey came over and he wanted to see how the R32 handled. So anyways, we went for a test drive, and I went up the road, and the wheel's at like,
yeah, it needs an alignment.
it's at like 1045.
Yeah.
So we don't want to drive it too far, so we're going to be bringing it by the Volkswagen dealership near me, which is only like 5 miles away. They're going to perform an alignment for us. And then after that, the next video that you guys are going to see on how to install, that's it for this video pretty much. If you want to know anything else, just message me or Tyler. The next video that we're going to be posting is how to install European R taillights and code them onto Maddie's R32.
Sweet.
So stay tuned for that video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A lot of rust. Tyler wasn't there to film it.
So much rust.
I did the best I could do to film it. Hopefully Tyler did his thing with editing. But this will be, posted on ACI's YouTube
Yep.
and mine. So let us know if you have any questions. Let me know if you think I did a good job filming. If not, maybe you guys need Tyler to come to my house.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.